Hello everyone and welcome back to Automation, the car equipment taking game, and later on the video, BeamNG.drive, because we're obviously going to test out the cars we make. Anyways, today we're basically building sort of a Chevy El Camino competitor, one of those muscle pickup truck type cars. The year is 1971. Basically Chevy El Camino, I guess. I like this body a lot. It's pretty cool. It's a mod body. You should be able to find it on the workshop. It's the Conquest Topaz, and I'm really excited for how this turns out. I don't know how it's going to turn out, and we're definitely going to see. So we're going to go with steel panel material right off the bat. I think we'll go with a ladder chassis. Just do steel here. The engine is going to be a front longitudinal engine, because we're going to have a rear-wheel drive on this thing, and I think we're going to go with 2 times the solid axle coil suspension. I believe some versions of the El Camino had that, like 3rd generation, question mark? I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to go with a 60-degree V8, or we're going to go with a 90-degree. I think we're going to go with 90-degree V8. And that's fine. So, although, nah, we'll go with 60. It's better. So, I think I want this to be like a 5.8 liter. So, we're just gonna go like 100.5 and then, yeah, no, we want it to be a bit more square. So, maybe like this, 96. Put that up a bit. I think 5.8 liter is good. We'll see how high we can put this to make it a 5.8 liter. There we go, 5.8 liter right there. You know what? Go like that, and then go like that. 5.8 liter, very nice. Okay, so, do we put a push rod in it? Did it have push rods? I'm honestly not sure. We are going to go for push rods, and we'll see how it works out. So with the block material, I think we'll go with cast iron, and we'll put aluminium head material on it. It seems good to me. We're going to go with cast iron here, heavy duty cast com rods, and then cast pistons, and we'll go with an harmonic dampener as well. We'll also have to see how that stuff works out. I'll touch on that later. It's going to be naturally aspirated. I think we're going to make it a carburetor 4-barrel. Might change it. We'll have to see. Medium cast, dual exhaust though, and then baffled and none and oh, so we cannot rev high at all. Well, that's not really a surprise. So let's go here to the bottom end. So what's calling us our con rods are kind of, we just go heavy duty forged on that, and then we will change this as well. So we'll rev to 42. That's kind of low. I was hoping to get just a little bit better. Let's see if we up the quality on that by 4, or turn this into a heavy duty forged cast then, I guess. Then we can rev to 47, and you know what, that's pretty fine as well. So let's take a look. So we're making pretty nice horsepower here, and I'm just gonna tweak the engine a bit more and see if I can get it to work a bit better. So the engine's finished. We make around 10 horsepower, and honestly I'm happy with it. So we can just move on to the rest of the vehicle. We're obviously using this body right over here. I'll do all the designing, morphing, fixtures, stuff like that later. I'm gonna make it a rear wheel drive. It's gonna be a manual 4-speed. That sounds good to me. I think the base El Camino came with a manual 3-speed, and you could optionally have a 4-speed. So we're gonna put in the 4-speed, just make it a bit more sporty. Top speed of 249 kilometers an hour. That's really fast for people who believe in miles per hour. That's gonna be like 180, 70 miles per hour, maybe? 170? I think 170 miles per hour sounds about right. Okay, so the differentials, I think we might have a manual locker on those. That's fine. For the tire type, I think we might go with cross-ply tires. and we'll put in, so do we do utility tires? I think hard long life, because they have, yeah, because it's sort of like utility roadster kind of vibe, right? However, we're turning it into basically a huge muscle car. There we go. 155. Those tires are kind of small. Let's see. Do we make them 640s? 630s? Sounds about right to me. So let's see. Here, that looks a bit better to me. Then we'll do the same thing in the front as well. Otherwise, when we import in BeamNG, it's going to look like it's floating. There we go. Very nice. Are these tires thick enough? Maybe we'll make them a bit larger. We'll make them 160s. I think that's good. The rim's good. I think that's a bit better. Yeah, I like that. And we'll keep that at steel. Ooh, what about the brakes? Do we put down drums? Maybe a solid disc in the front and drums in the back? Let's see how we go with drums. These might be way too big, and then we can just decrease the size of those. We'll have to see those. No under tray, I reckon. It's going to be just a two-seater. That's fine. As for the interior, it's going to go standard and basic. Steering, I think we'll have a manual rack and pinion for the steering. We'll go with not just standard 70s safety. I reckon that should be good. Progressive strings, twin tube, then we'll go the normal preset and we'll make those a bit harder. Oh no, what did I do? So the brakes suffer from severe brake fade. So I think we might need to go with solid discs. Solid disc there. We'll go drums in the rear then. So the brakes still suffer from brake fade. What if I put solid discs in the back there? The brakes still suffer from brake fade. What about that? We still have slight brake fade. Well, you know what? Do something about it. We're gonna go 125, 110 brake force in there, and like 40% brake force in the rear, because otherwise the game's gonna complain. 50% is fine. Then what do we have here? 100% should be fine there. So light brake fade, great. That's fine. The rear brake force is very high. Like power steering and the rear dampers are hard. Well, you know what? Otherwise it's gonna bottom out. I shouldn't make them even harder then. The game's already complaining about that. Yeah, otherwise the car's gonna bottom out. You know, I'll probably just have to import it into BeamNG to see how the suspension is, and then we can always change it. So apparently we're not selling anything. That's fine. I think that's due to the fuel type we chose. I don't really care. Gonna cost you $12,600. That is significantly cheaper than the CAMINO, right? I think so. Probably. That makes sense. Maybe we can change this to the standard then. Maybe people might like that. Nobody likes this. Well, that's fine, because they don't have to, because this is not campaign mode. So now I suppose I will just have to design this bad boy and stuff like that. No, gonna lower it down a bit. Are we in the lowest we can there? Right? Yeah, so I'll just lower it down, you know, and then modify it, you know, make it look cool. honestly, I am really, really proud of this. Look at that, I even made a pretty basic interior. Interior, as I said, pretty basic. We did select basic or standard interior anyways, so that's fine. Just put the dashboard, BeamNG screen, steering wheel, seats, sort of a mid area there, and then some pedals. Anyways, you can look around this at the bumpers, fully chrome, of course. This part, so the bed, I put some coverings over everything here because the chassis was actually showing through the bed, so I had to put these on. Let me know what you think of that, or if I could have made that part a bit better. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm really happy with the colors, and now you can actually download this if you want to. Of course, we're gonna test it out on BeamNG in a sec, but you can download this. Join my Discord server. In my Discord, you can download this car as well as all my other cars from all my other videos. And one last thing before we head into BeamNG, I actually have a surprise waiting for you guys there. Hello everybody and welcome to BeamNG. The surprise? I'll show you that, guys. Hello everybody and welcome to BeamNG. And the surprise, I'll show you that in a second. And just a small hint, we're going to use it on the racetrack in a second. But first, take a look at this. I must say I've forgotten the name. What was the name of this thing? It's been a few hours since I built it. The Conquest Topaz. Here it is. And honestly, I think it looks really, really nice over here in BeamNG. Bit of pollution here, but that's fine from a car or actually a truck like this. Looks really, really good. Let's see, can we zoom in? Nope, remember locks on. Okay, now we can zoom in. Here you can look at it a bit closer. I'll rev it a bit. There you go. It sounds amazing. So we can maybe zoom out a bit again so we can actually drive it. And then we can check around the corner and see where our friend's at. Oh, the parking brake's on. Also, this thing can almost do a burnout if you wrong button there. There we go. Like this, it can't do a burnout, but if you roll it and then, or not anymore apparently. Never mind. Let wait a second. I did it just a second ago. You can see by the markings on the floor there. Okay. Or not. Oh, look at that. There we are. See, we can sort of do it, but then it stops after some time. Oh well. Anyways, enough of that. Around the corner over here, we've got a friend waiting for us. I parked it up in the middle, annoyingly enough, so we can't really drive next to it that easily. But, you know, let's put these next to each other. There we are. As I said, we're going to use this one on the track. It's an extremely lowered version. It's cambered, the rims are blacked out. It's gotten a tiny bit of a wide body kit, just put over the wheels there. It's gotten a custom front side splitter, side skirts, and a rear diffuser as well. No rear number plate, because cool people don't have one of those. It's not like we're paying road tax over this thing anyways, or stuff like that. It's also got a hood scoop, which is, you know, it's a muscle car. The year of this thing is, it's 2008, so the idea was, you know, some random person buys themselves a rusted out Conquest Topaz and decides to completely restore it. They were actually looking for a JDM car to play with, but they couldn't find one, and they found this instead. Basically. Whoa. Display vibrates a lot. Okay. And I'm not sure what's up with these front lights. Anyways, So basically, this one has a twin turbo V8, and it makes just over 1,000 horsepower. It's a 5.8 liter V8. Also, I kind of forgot, but I tweaked the other car. I made the engine a lot smaller of the stock one because it was slightly unrealistic. I gave it a 3.8 instead of a 5.8. So the other one makes around 220 horsepower. Oh god, and this one is pretty fast, and it's very dangerous. It's very unstable. Probably because I cambered the wheels by such an incredible amount that, yeah, it's not really stable. Let's try that again. Also, as much as I tried, I just couldn't get the gearing to work well. As you can see, if we start off over here, it goes slow, and then it takes off. It was a lot worse first, and I just literally lost everything by going through that dip. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when we brake also, the front scrapes on the floor. Yeah. And it's not like we have basically no suspension and the front still scrapes on the floor, but oh well. Anyways, I tried to get it to stop doing that. I made it a bit better, but otherwise, I get too much wheel spin in the other gears, and it's just all weird. It's already a 6-speed. I tried to keep it a 4-speed at first, but that really didn't work. Also, racing this on the track is going to be interesting. Okay, so do you guys reckon that we can get a new record for this track in this car? I think we might. I think the current record is still set by our Bentley hatchback we made, which is a 364 horsepower hatchback. So this thing has a lot more power, of course. However, the Bentley hatchback handled like a dream. The handling on this thing is bad. Also, can we talk about how beautifully I just made that corner? We're gonna need to start again. I still reckon that we can set a new record for this car on this map. Yeah, well, not for this car, for all my cars. Yeah, the car in top place is still the Bentley hatchback with 364 horse. So, you know, we should definitely be able to beat that. The only thing that's preventing us, that might prevent us, is the handling of this car, which is absolutely terrible. It's really weird. But, you know, for the rest, it's a lot faster, it has a lot more power, and it has 2 more turbos. Because everyone was just naturally aspirated, which makes sense, of course. But, you know, let's see how this goes. The handling is really weird. Anyways, we should be able to absolutely smash it on this straight here. Let's see how fast we can get. Do we reach 300? I'm not going to risk reaching 300 on this straight. I'd rather just not crash and continue going than reach 300 and have to try this again. Also, forgot to shift there a little bit. That's too bad. I'm gonna start braking real early for this corner. I always crash in this corner, as I just said. Yeah, we're fine though. We're fine. There we go. Come on, let's get back on the track. Nice. And then we almost immediately need to start braking again. Definitely not going to shift there. This is the chicane, which it leaves no room for error. Anyways, as I was saying like much earlier, this car handles really weirdly. It understeers massively, and then if you're in a corner, yeah, it understeers. And when, except for the moment that you accelerate. When you accelerate, the wheels start spinning, and it just oversteers. It dives into the corner, and it makes a U-turn. It's really weird. If you want to try it out for yourself, of course, you can download it through my Discord server. Anyways, let's try to stay on the track here. One of the last corners this is. It is the actual last corner. Okay, sick. Let's see if we can just smash it here. There we are. And yes, of course it is. We beat it by 15 seconds. That's pretty good. I'm really happy with that. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, you know, for right now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye.